done something today. We're living in Grand Cayman, some of the most beautiful waters, beautiful reef, beautiful everything, and we only have GoPro 4s. So today I did go and I did walk probably half hour in the extreme heat there and back, and I bought us a GoPro 7. So this is for all of you who have said that our videos have been a little bit shaky at times. We now have a gimbaled GoPro, and I am super excited about this, even though my credit card isn't. Thank you to all our patrons, all our new patrons who've signed up. You've made it possible for us to purchase this right here. Thank you. It is so beautiful. Look at it. I love brand new cameras. Oh my god. That's so cool. Did you know that the new GoPro 7 has voice commands? GoPro stop capture. Grand Cayman is home to many shipwrecks. The USS Kittiwake is probably the most well known, but today we are diving the Oro Verde. There is more to the shipwreck than just a pile of twisted metal and rust that's left over. The Oro Verde was originally built for the U.S. Army Transportation Corps. She was then named the Colonial Armand Peterson. She spent 11 years doing coastal surveys off the Lesser Antilles and Central America. Shortly after being placed in reserve, the 181-foot ship was acquired by the U.S. Navy and renamed the USS Palm Beach. Here she worked as an environmental research ship. She was deployed to the North Sea and also toured the Med during her 2-year career. Technical research ships were used by the Navy to gather intelligence and intercept wireless communications during the height of the Cold War in the 1960s. The Palm Beach had a sister ship called the USS Pablo, which was captured by North Korea while spying off its coast in 1968. She remains a captive vessel to this day. Because of the similarities of the Pablo and the Palm Beach was left useless. She passed through a few more owners before being acquired by a Panamanian company and renamed the Oro Verde. For the next 10 years or so, the Oro Verde spent her days hauling bananas from Ecuador to Miami, hence the name Oro Verde, or green gold. The bananas were loaded while they were still green, eventually ripening and turning yellow just before reaching the docks of Miami. Local legends say that bananas weren't the only cargo. It is said that the boat stopped in Jamaica and picked up another type of precious cargo. In 1980, she was sunk. The crew, who were not happy with their cut from the illegal cargo, mutinied the captain, attached an anchor to his feet, and dropped him over the side into over 10,000 feet. None of them really knew how to navigate the reef and eventually sunk the boat. In 1980, the Oro Verde was placed on the bottom as an artificial reef for visiting scuba divers to explore. Over the years of tropical storms and hurricanes, she has moved and been torn to pieces. Having spent her working life running coastal surveys for the U.S. Army Air Force, spying for the U.S. Navy during the Cold War, running bananas and smuggling drugs, the Oro Verde now lays quietly on the bottom, 55 feet below the surface of Grand Cayman's cobalt blue waters. The name Cayman is actually derived from the Spanish word for crocodile. Columbus originally named the islands the Tortugas because he saw so many turtles. Turtles, in fact, became the merchandise in trade, and without them the Cayman Islands may never have been settled. The islands are very low to the sea and therefore vulnerable to storms. As a result, sugar plantations and farming never took root. The people of the Cayman Islands have a history tied to the turtle. In the 1600s and 1700s, the Cayman Islands became a provisioning stop for vessels sailing the Caribbean. Because of the abundance of green sea turtles, which could be caught and kept alive on board as a source of fresh meat. Permanent settlements developed on the Cayman Islands in the 17th century, and turtling became a source of income as well as providing a local supply of food. There is an abundance of fresh water from wells deep in the limestone. Water plus access to fresh meat is what made the Caymans an attractive stop for sailors, going back for centuries. At this time of year, there are loads of turtles around because it is mating season. However, besides turtles, there are heaps of other marine animals as well. Spotted eagle rays are one of my favorite things to see on a dive. Spotted eagle rays prefer to swim in waters of 24 to 27 degrees Celsius. Their daily movement is influenced by the tides. One tracking study showed that they are more active during high tides. Uniquely among rays, they dig with their snouts in the sand, surrounding themselves in a cloud of sand that spews from their gills. They also exhibit two motions in which the abdomen and the pectoral fins are moved rapidly up and down. These beautiful creatures are listed as near threatened due to fishing in Southeast Asia and Africa, and they are also common in commercial marine life trade and displayed in aquariums. However, South Africa has put a limit on how many can be bought, the U.S. has outlawed the fishing, purchasing, and trading, and they are protected in the Great Barrier Reef in Australia.